Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to today's live Improving Financial Health as a coach, consultant, course creator, solopreneur. Continue my love-hate relationship with Instagram, not even going live on Instagram. I'll just get the video and upload it there later. So good morning, each and every one of you. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. I am Brother Juan, Juan P. Barrientos II, again, aka Brother Juan. I'm the owner of Next Step Financial Partners, Tax and Accounting. I hold a bachelor's degree in business management, a master's degree in accounting and financial management. I help coaches, consultants, course creators, solopreneurs increase revenue by an average of 30% with financial accounting and tax planning so that you can empower more of your clients to achieve their goals, grow your business, and fulfill your purpose. We are celebrating our second anniversary of Next Step Financial Partners. Last week and this week, Labor Day weekend officially marks the second anniversary. And so it is just great to have this opportunity with Biz Talk, something we're going to continue to do on a regular basis. Don't know when, don't know time or a day of the week that we'll be doing it. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and continue to do this. I love this format and this opportunity to provide value to those who are connected with me. And so again, we've been talking about improving financial health as a coach, consultant, course creator. We'll be going live for the rest of this week, 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, 9 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Today, we're going to talk about improving cash flow in your coaching business or consulting business, or if you're a course creator, solopreneur, we're going to talk about improving cash flow. What is cash flow? Cash flow is the net amount of cash and cash equivalents being transferred into and out of a business. Cash received represents inflow, while money spent represents outflows, right? And so what are some ways that we can improve cash flow as entrepreneurs? One, we need to ask ourselves a few questions that would help us to increase those cash flows. First of all, who are your best and most profitable clients? Who are your best and most profitable clients? What are the least profitable ones? Understanding who your most profitable clients are and understanding your relationship with them and what aspects of that relationship are profitable will allow you to utilize that even in your marketing and dealing with other clients. Understanding least profitable ones. Why are they perhaps inconsistent? Right. So it may help to begin sessions with dealing with mindset and making sure they really understand what your services are and what is expected of them, as well as what to expect of you. And sometimes that will help least profitable ones become more profitable. Okay, something else we can also ask is, how can we add or test complementary products or services to increase customer lifetime value? Or maybe we need to remove or tweak underperforming ones. First thing that comes to mind is like dealing with courses. What courses are successful if you're a course creator? And even if you're a coach or consultant, you can have online courses as well. What are your most successful courses? What will be a complementary course to that particular one? When people go through your program as a coach, then what are going to be some next steps where they can continue to utilize their services to invest in themselves? And so again, thinking of complementary services, but again, dealing with bookkeeping, dealing with understanding matrix in your business, you need to have a baseline so that you can test these complementary services and understand if they are profitable or ways to improve them and see how those improvements increase the profitability over time. So also you can look at your marketing strategy, lead generation strategy, sales strategy, look at the past 90 days, see what has been working, what hasn't been working, and make adjustments along the way. And these things will help improve cash flow. Also, we can also look at our own customer experience, client experience. How can we provide greater value? How can we wow our current clients and really understand the path that they undergo to utilize our services in our business? What can we do to help them stick around longer, right? So we need to look at our service providings and see ways that we can, again, add more value. The more value we add, the more cash flow that will come into the business. We can actually increase our prices over time by adding greater value and, again, then increasing cash flow. So as biz owners, we tend to focus only on inflows, right? We talked about that last week. We focus on revenues, right? And I use the example, if you make 100K in revenue and you have 90K in expenses, you only profit 10,000, right? And so if you make a 50K and you have 10K worth of expenses, you are more profitable, even though your revenues are half. So it's not just what you bring in, it's also what you are sending out, right? So we focus on inflows too often to the detriment of ignoring those outflows. Those outflows are expenses. And when we think about expenses and increasing cash flow, we really have to think about, what are we paying for in our business? What are our expenses? Are they beneficial? Do we need the most expensive thing, or can we find something less expensive but at least complementary as far as value, right? Sometimes we may be able to cut expenses, but it may require us to do a little bit more work. And so we have to look at that and analyze that, right? And even coaches, consultants, course creators, we're constantly being bombarded with advertisement for new courses from others. And so do we have to keep chasing that new shiny thing? And ultimately what it boils down to is looking at the return on investment. The return on investment, or, doing a cost benefit analysis before we spend money, before we invest in more education, before we invest in another program. We want to look at that return on investment. How is this going to increase my value as a coach, consultant, course creator, solopreneur? How is this going to bring in more revenue, right? And so we need to do that analysis with expenses, with outflows. So I think one of the biggest mistakes also that we make as biz owners is not taking money out of the business on a regular basis. Not taking money out of the business on a regular basis. We often call that reinvesting, right? I'm not taking any money out of my business. I'm not paying myself. I'm just reinvesting the money, right? And the reality is you are only creating more expenses. Think about it. You don't take anything out. Your business is making money. You don't take anything out to pay yourself. You just leave it in the business. So what do you ultimately do? You just spend that money, right? And so when you calculate, when you look at taking money out of the business to pay for yourself on a regular basis, including that in your budget, as a part of your business plan, it forces you to be more financially healthy, make more financial healthy decisions as far as the expenses, where you spend the money. Why? Because you also need to calculate paying yourself. And so although it sounds good to say that I'm not taking any money out of my business, I'm just reinvesting it, the reality is all you're going to do is increase your expenses. You're going to spend more money, right? And it's not going to be as calculated because you have this extra money because you're not paying yourself, right? And just think about that. Would you have a W-2 job where you went to work every day and didn't expect pay? So why should you do that to yourself, right? Because that's what you're going to be. That's what you're ultimately doing, is you're just working for free. And so when we're talking about improving cash flow, really looking at those expenses, right? Looking at those expenses and including paying yourself. I don't know your particular business. I can't tell you what to take out, what to pay yourself, but definitely set aside some money. Look at your own income and expenses and begin to pay yourself. Analyze those expenses. Don't just leave the money in the business. You're not really reinvesting in your business. All you're doing is creating more expenses and making your business less profitable over time, right? And so be sure you set a budget, right, for your business and make sure you pay yourself. This will also help increase cash flow when you really think about it, because now you have to be more responsible with those expenses in your business. I don't know where you are in your financial journey. My door is definitely open. Feel free to book a free 15-minute business strategy session, biz strategy session with myself, and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together. There is a link associated with this video. Again, this is Brother Juan with Next Step Financial Partners, Tax and Accounting. Welcome to this edition of Biz Talk with Brother Juan. Look forward to continuing these through this week. Tuesday through Friday, we are going live 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. This week is part of our celebration for our 2nd anniversary here in Next Steps. Of course, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I will see you tomorrow, 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. Y'all have a blessed day.